Alright, people, for the second part of the league, we are starting the first match against saidin.raken. And we're also starting first, so... Okay, I guess that the network run with expedition map to find the colorized mana source is fine enough, so I'm gonna keep this starting and let's see how the game went. How the game can develop. If we found an energy refractor, would be obviously way better. But anyway, we have 5 lands, so maybe we are good enough with the starting hand. The opponent moved down to 6. Maybe also saidin.raken is recording a video. We'll see. Alright. And those are the kind of starting end where you prefer expedition map over crop rotation, because you don't probably gonna keep a starting end with only colorless land and crop rotation. Alright, so the opponent is probably on Tron. The matchup against Tron is kind of weird. I don't know how the matchup will be. Maybe it's favorable, I'm not sure. Anyway, we found an impulse, which is great. Probably I should cast impulse before this cry, so I can get more advantage from this Crystal Grotto's cry. Okay. Island or another impulse? I guess I'll pick another impulse, because right now I only want an energy refractor, and I don't really want to waste my next turn just casting, just playing an island. I prefer to eventually find another land with impulse, and a top land in example, and then eventually cast energy refractor, something else. I think before landing the Urza's Tower or the Seagate, I'll cast first impulse, because if I found energy refractor, I'll play the Urza's Tower. If I don't, I'll play Seagate. And we found energy refractor finally. So now our lands can give mana of whatever color, and we can just play the untapped land instead of the tapped land. Alright, so we also have mystical teachings, and with mystical teachings we can try to set up the ephemerate loop with ephemerate, counterspell, or unwind, and mnemonic wall. Okay, the opponent has the second usual land. Tap 1 black mana, green, competition, so they now also have the Altar Tron. Alright, Kiln Foundry, Mirror Trigger, but they don't have Ashnod's Altar, which is the good part about that. Alright. Land pass. We take wind damage, cast teachings, Pearl per wind, and maybe flashback teachings. I haven't counted yet the mana. Alright. They cracked expedition map for a tower. They played Crystal Grotto. I guess that the card advantage doesn't really matter in this matchup, since they don't have much interaction, at least in game 1. And let's see how much mana I have. So 9, 10 mana, so I can cast teachings per teachings, or teachings per wind. I guess I'll cast teachings for teachings. And I also misclicked it because I wasn't really... Okay, let's pick unwind here. Ooh, they probably have a crop rotation for Juke bug. No, another Crystal Grotto, that's fine. So they don't have Bug in their deck. That's really great. Oh no, Wither Storm. Okay, they have a Nusa Tower in hand. And I guess I just slam my non-equal and bring back Teachings. So we'll eventually be able to cast Ephemerate by fetching it with Teachings after casting Unwind on their relevant threat. If they don't, we can just flashback the Teachings in my graveyard, and that's fair enough because by doing that we are basically able to win this game. So Teachings. I'm not really sure if I want to pick the first counter spell or Ephemerate, but since I have an appliance in hand, I'll pick first counter spell. So we can untap, play a land, cast Teachings for Ephemerate or whatever. I mean, right now we just want Flicker and Ephemerate so we can start getting a lot of card advantage and whatever we really need with those cards. So I'm casting first Teachings and flashback, pick Ephemerate, flashback Teachings, and pick whatever. They also play Teachings. Well unexpected. Okay, maybe they have a scatter shot or something similar. I guess it's better to just counter that Teachings. So we untap first, generate some mana, and then when they flashback Teachings, we can just counterspell their flashback and pick Ephemerate, blink Mnemonic Wall, and bring back Unwind. And we won game 1. Okay, so the game 1 went really easily, and against them, I'm sure that I don't want Rolling Thunder or Destroy Evil. I think that Movement Speed is not bad in the matchup, since one part of their game plan will be attacking us with their golem tokens. Weather Storm is probably truly bad. Maybe we don't have a need Weather Storm against them, and probably we don't also need Pulse of Miraza. Anyway, I'm sure that I want to bring in Unseen Garage and Negate, and then we can think of what cards maybe we want to put in against them, because I don't really have a lot of cards besides Garage and Negate in my sideboard against this kind of specific matchup. They may have something troublesome like Nihil Spellbomb, and eventually they may also have stuff like Makeshift Munitions, so maybe it's worth to bring in either Blast or Destroy Evil, because with Destroy Evil we can kill cards like Geas Razor or the Hunger Marauder or something else. I think that I don't want Rolling Thunder. Bojuka Box seems good enough in combo with Rotation and Ghost of Flicker. Since I don't know what I should bring in, probably I should bring in one Parablast and one Hydroblast just to be sure. Maybe yes. So we have a huge amount of cards that we don't really need and bring in just to be able eventually to interact with a wider range of spells, and we are gonna keep this starting end. I think this end is not bad because we have the Altar Tron, Energy Refractor, and Ghost of Flicker. In this case, Ghost of Flicker could be a really helpful way to to counter my opponent's Unseen Grudge or whatever way to destroy my energy refractor. And even if they have the answers to my energy refractor, have another copy of Expedition Map just to fetch the second colored mana source. So there's no reason to mulligan this starting end. Opponent mulligan down to 5. They have a Tron line, heal Spellbomb. Okay, so maybe I should have kept the Rolling Thunder, just because Rolling Thunder is a way to win against my opponent. So when a way to win against my opponent, even if they have unhealed Spellbomb, because we don't need to rely on the graveyard to just kill the opponent. We just need 22 mana. All right, turn Mirror Retriever, and Mirror Retriever is also good against us when they have Nihil Spellbomb, because they can crack the Nihil Spellbomb, then crack Mirror Retriever and bring back the Nihil Spellbomb. Anyway, we have the tower, we play Earth Raptor and Expedition Map. Alright. Also keep in mind that we can we can destroy our lands, in example the power plant, just to excite their graveyard and prevent them to get the advantage from Mirror Retriever. So crop rotation alongside Bejuke, this matchup seems pretty very strong. Right, opponent is gonna go in breakout and generating 1 treasure token. Control Spibble. Okay. Oh, that's important to note that if we exile their graveyard in response to Conjure Spibble ability, they're probably not gonna draw 1 card since what they have, munitions. Alright, so they have munition. I think that is fine because we have Hydro Blast and also Destroy Evil. And okay, to me seems the right time to go for Bejuke Bug. So we are sacrificing the power plant. Go for Bejuke Bug. And counter the card advantage here. Nice. And then we can also crack the Expedition Map. And I guess go for Remote Tile. Since I have enough colored mana, and I already have the Uza's power plant in hand. Alright, so we played power plant. I'll cycle first the Remote Tile. Draw another tower. Okay. We have 6 mana, and that's enough to cast Double Impulse in their end phase. Makeshift Munition may be a threat later on the game, but I guess right now we are kind of fine. Also, we can blink the Bejuke Bug in response to something, so I guess we are not so bad right now. They're cracking the kills, but oh my goodness, we can blink Bejuke Bug and exile the Spellbomb alongside Mirror Retriever. That's great. Unless they have another Nisi Spellbomb, of course. Oh, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Oh, it happened, really happened. Oh, we also drew Unseen Grudge. That's not really good right now, but okay, that is now good. Oh, poor opponent. Sorry, saidin.raken, but I drew So many good cards. I think that is worth to cast Impulse now. Okay, Drifter seems fine, because we don't really have anything in hand. We cast another Impulse in their end phase. Probably I should not cast the first Impulse, but I think that is fine right now. Okay, they're dropping one per plant, I guess for Crystal Grotto. Yep. And I decided to not drop the Crystal Grotto because I have an Unseen Grudge in the graveyard, so if I counter the crop rotation sacrificing the Crystal Grotto, then I destroy the Energy Refractor, I will lose all the colored mana. That Ghostly Flicker on Bujuka Bog was so much impactful, probably. What do you have? Shattering Pulse? Ah! I wasn't expecting that. Okay, Hydroblast. No Hydroblast, but I guess that land is fine. Yeah, that land is fine. So next turn we play Island, cast Mooldrifter. We still have there. Alright. So we cast Behold the Multiverse next turn. And maybe we'll be able to find Crystal Grotto or another tapped land or untapped land. Yeah, Expedition Map will be also good right now, because being able to cast... yeah. Okay, we start first with the Mooldrifter, then we cast Behold the Multiverse, and try to find or an Expedition Map or a Crystal Grotto. Since they have Shattering Pulse, we can eventually also pick Energy Refractor and counter Shattering Pulse with the counter spell. Behold the Multiverse. Oh, I guess that we don't want Power Blast. Seagate seems fine since we need a colored mana source. And we also had an island. Alright. So we cast Drifter, or we play Seagate, but I guess that right now is better to cast Mooldrifter. We found the Energy Refractor and also Negate. So we go for Energy Refractor and negate their Shattering Pulse. Oh yeah, Shattering Pulse is an instant speed spell. I forgot about that. Negate. Your turn. Alright, so now we need something like... ooh, okay, so I guess they're bringing back the Golden Foundry. They bring in back Energy Refractor. They don't have anything relevant in hand. Next one we need the Mystical Teachings or Mnemonic Wall. Mnemonic Wall alongside Ghostly Flicker is truly great right now because we just start blinking stuff to get an extra amount of carded vintage. And they can't kill us with the Golden Foundry, but they can kill us with Makeshift Emanations. So we need a Pulse of Harasa, but we don't have lands or creatures on the graveyard, so if we want to cast Pulse, we are forced to, in example, target their lands. Alright. And of course they're going face with their Makeshift Emanations because that's probably the best way for them to try to kill me. We found another Drifter. And another one. Okay. Maybe it's worth to destroy their Energy Refractor. But I think that is not really the right choice right now. So I'll go for another Mooldrifter. We found Blood Wall and Destroy Evil. So if we want, we can destroy their main ship munitions, but probably is better this turn to just cast, and with the open mana just counter something with counterspell or destroy makeshift munitions in hand with destroy evil. Doing it to get this moment space in hand, probably not, but I prefer to discard the lands here because if they resolve another nice spell bomb, it would be better to have both my moment space in hand. Right, there's a crystal grotto, so not destroying the energy refractor was the right choice. Probably they have 4 copies of crystal grotto in their deck list. Ouch. Equal Wellspring here is probably too much value for them since they only have 1 card in hand. So I'm gonna counter it with counterspell. Okay. Until now, in this league, counterspell always performed better compared to exclude, because I was able to counter a lot of non-creature stuff, and mostly thanks to Energy Refractor. And we won! Okay, so the game went really well. We haven't found any mystical teachings or ephemerate, because we just had the natural Tron plus crop rotation to Bijukabog and also gets to flicker targeting Bijukabog. So we were able to exile 2 Mirror Trigger, 1 Conjurer's Bibble, and also a Nihil Spellbomb. And since right now they don't have any cards in hands, countering Equal Wellspring was the right choice because maybe they had another. They probably didn't have another Polluted Mire in their deck, and I'm pretty sure that so the card that they may have in hand right now probably is another Equal Wellspring or something similar. So doesn't really change much what we counter at this point of the game. Next turn, I guess that the right choice will be cast Wall, bring him back Flicker, cast Destroy Evil, destroy makeshift munitions, and then with Wall, Flicker, with Wall and Flicker looping against them, losing makeshift munitions, that will be really GG. So, okay, we are 3-0, and then we'll go for the next round. Alright, we are starting first again, and oh, well, this is awkward, because we have 2 lands, an energy refractor, but we don't know if we'll be able to draw 1 extra land. Well, anyway, I think it is worth to keep it, because if we top deck an expedition map or an island, achieving land or something else, we are able then to evoke those multi-curse. So to me, we are pretty fine. Turn 1 Swamp Forest. Okay, that's probably Golgari Ramp with Arbor Elf, the Green Initiative creature, and something else. Abundant Harvest is truly unexpected. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting Cycle Storm. And the opponent is clearly playing no, it's not Cycle Storm, is One-Land Spy. Okay, so I guess that the opponent will try to combo off next turn. Their deck is just as, yeah, we can consider it a weaker version of Cycle Storm, a more clunky and weak deck compared to Cycle Storm, still based on Songs of the Damned, but If we don't find any... If we don't find crop rotation or the third line, we will be not able to do anything, and apparently the opponent is trying to combo off right now. Ah, they are casting Journey Stinger. Seriously? Why? So they don't wanna play the combo, I guess? Because their game plan rely on Balustrade Spy, they self-mill their entire deck, since they only play a couple of lands, and then they cast a big Songs of the Damned, and then go loop with Conjurer's Pebble and other stuff, and kill me with Journey Stinger. Whatever, we pass. We top deck a land. Oh, okay. Expedition map. I guess that is fine. Because if the opponent didn't do anything relevant earlier, I just tried to have all my Ursulans on the battlefield, hoping that they will not try to kill me in this turn, since they did not have earlier. And unless they draw a Songs of the Damned or some deck rituals right now, they will not likely combo off. And if we untap, we have Teachings for Crop and Unwind, so they can't kill me because I can fetch Crop Rotation per Bog, instantly killing them. Alright, I cycled another creature, and let's see if they go for the combo or not. They don't have any Lotus Petal in hand, since they revealed all Lotus Petals with Abundant Harvest. Ah, they're going off. Okay. Kappa Ritual. Kappa Ritual. Yeah, Balustrade Spy. Alright. Sure. Go for your combo, opponent. Yeah, crop rotation here will be pretty nuts, because we'll be able to exile the graveyard or response to Conjurer's Pebble, but, well, we draw the Expedition map one turn too late. Pretty hilarious that the opponent went for Duras right now, because, I mean, it's clear that I don't have anything in hand, since I let you combo off, but maybe they were expecting me to not know how the deck works, so they just try to be sure that they are able to combo off, and now they have the combo because they have Mirror Retriever, they sacrifice it with Dimmer House Guard. By sacrificing the Mirror Retriever, they can return Conjurer's Pebble and then combo off. Yeah. Okay, that's turn 4 kill for them, that's good for them, but I guess don't really have much in the sideboard, because it's not the kind of matchup I'm excited to face. I guess they may have some Power Blast, so maybe we can bring in Ice Blast, I'm not sure. Okay, so we don't need Rolling Thunder, Moment's Peace. Maybe we bring in the third weather, or not. I don't even need the Raw Horror, I guess. Yeah, I'll just bring in 5 copies of Hydro Blast, because I have them. I don't even need another pools, so we can bring in double weather. Eventually we want Instant Garage to just kill their artifacts, like Lotus Petal if they cast them early in the game. No. Well, as I said, we don't have anything against them. We just have a couple of counter spells and hope to find crop rotation and protect it with prohibit, wind, or any other counter. In this matchup, we don't really need the Altar Tron, since your deck is a sort of glass cannon combo deck, relying on the opponent not having any interaction. And weirdly enough, the combat of the turn after we draw the expedition map, because in the earlier turn they probably didn't have they probably didn't have the songs or the cavalry or whatever for them to combo off. I'm not sure, because it's kind of weird that they waited one turn just to combo off against an opponent that plays both crop rotation and counter spells. In both turns, I had only one colored mana source open. Maybe they were expecting a crop rotation, but since I did not crop it in their end phase, maybe they thought that I did not have any crop rotation. Sadly enough, we had the crop rotation, but we don't have the mana. And wow, his end is so much worse probably. No interaction, no mana ramp, so I'm gonna mulligan it, and this end is quite good. So we kept it. We put on the bottom Berjuka Bug, and I guess Blue Elemental Blast, since we already have Hydro Blast in a matchup where Hydro Blast is bad, so our plan has. Next turn we can go Energy Refractor, then Impulse. They probably can't kill me too fast in the early game. Anyway, I'm gonna land an Energy Refractor and then wait for them to do something. Okay, so they destroyed one Lotus Petal just to find the Singleton Forest, then they cycled another Street Raid. Not sure why they did not cycle the Street Raid before casting Abundant Harvest, and they had 3 copies of Street Raid. Alright, opponent. If you can go to turn 2, you're able to win. If you don't, have a crop rotation. So you need a Duras. Alright, so that's pretty great, because we have draw the third land, we have an Impulse, we keep the Ana open just to cast crop rotation for Berjuka Bug. And now we try to find another land. Or an expedition map. Expedition map is fine as well, because it's land and it's the Ursula's Mine basically. They're discarding one card, they discarded this 3D Evidence, which is basically a Balustrade Spy, but it costs 1 extra mana and requires them to have 1 land on the battlefield, so they can destroy their lands and and do the same thing as Balustrade Spy. Alright, so they cycled Granite Healer. They have hit cards in hand, they're passing the turn, they discard another card, and as you can see, the deck is kind of weak compared to Cycle Storm, because as okay, we can consider Flicker as another copy of crop rotation, because we can blink Berjuka Bog. So I think I'm gonna keep both of those cards, because we can consider those both counter spells. So we pass, and your turn, opponent. Conjures Baubles, sure. They're probably gonna draw 1 card. Okay, so if a crop rotation here will be pretty safe, I guess, because we are not letting them draw 1 card, we are throwing them down, we fetch the Berjuka Bog, and then we have the Ghostly Flicker plus a lot of counter spells. and probably is relevant to not let them draw one card here, and they conceded, so cropping for Bazooka Bog was probably the best play here. Alright, so there's no reason to change anything, I guess. Yeah, we can bring in the Roll Horror, try to bounce their only hand, but I don't wanna waste 6 mana to do nothing much relevant, and also it's a sorcery speed spell, so we just we don't want the horrors. Oh, okay. I think we can't keep this end because we don't have any interaction. Okay. Okay. I'm putting on the bottom Runic Wall, and let's see how the game will develop, because we have double expedition map. We potentially have the Altar Tron, and we can also exile some stuff from the graveyard and later on the game cycle it and flickering it. But alright, so they had to start the one of their 2 lines in their starting hand. Bajuka Book. So now they will be really safe because they know that I'm not being able to crop rotation for Bajuka Bug. We can, yeah, crop the Bajuka Bug for a tower or something else and then bring it back with Wolf Muraza, but since we have a Refractor instead of Practical Charisma, it will require 6 mana instead of 4. Okay. Now they can combo off on turn 3. Yep, because if they have Dark Ritual and Balustrade Spy and the Lotus Beetle, they can generate 3 black mana Duress. What do you want to discard me? Private, I guess? Oh, yeah, they can also discard Energy Refractor. Yeah, I think that is better to discard Private because Private is interaction and they don't really care about my interaction. Ah, they're going for it right now. Another Duress? Why? You're really... You discarded my Behold the Multiverse with Duress? Why? I don't think that is the correct play. Anyway, we crack the expedition map, find power plant, pass the turn, and let's see if the opponent is now be able to do something. I think that discarding that before the multiverse is not wise if you consider that they wasted one Lotus Beetle to cast yours, and okay, even if I cast Behold the Multiverse will be in 2 turns later, so you are just casting Duress this turn when you be able to cast again next turn. Why? Because it's clear that I want to have all the Urza lands right now, so it's more likely to exile Refractor instead of Behold the Multiverse, because if you discard Refractor, I will not be able to fetch for tower with Expedition Map, and by doing that, by discarding my Energy Refractor, I will force it to fetch for, an example, Crystal Grotto. Oh, well, whatever. Let's see if the opponent has the combo right now, because they also cracked a lot of speed out to cast Duress, so they are short on 1 black mana right now. They fall. Oh, wow. Wow. Sancts of the Damned for 2? Seriously? So they cast a land grant for 0? Go for Balustrade Spy? Oh, they have the combo, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Anyway, listening to Balustrade Spy to Balustrade Spy Combo is pretty hilarious. I mean, the opponent did some weird stuff with their Dark Ritual earlier, but right now they don't much care because they just acquire one card to combo. Yeah, sure. Yeah, the combo. Sacrifice, Mirror Retriever, do some silly stuff. And you one opponent. I'm not sure what is here, the combo. Okay, the hell. They have Grim Harvest, but what you can do here besides generating a shit ton of mana, because they have any way to kill mate with only black mana? Yeah, because you can return Rottles, Beetle, and you loop Grim Harvest always. So you can I don't really know how the combo works, so just wait for the opponent to win, I guess, because if they don't present me the combo, they don't have the combo, I mean. Alright, so what are we doing, opponent? So they're still casting Conjurer's Bible. They cast again, Sack's Not the Damned, 15 mana. And you have 50 black mana, you have infinite mana. You cast Grim Harvest, return Mirror Retriever, cast Mirror Retriever. Regenerate the Mirror House Guard, return Devil and Mirror Retriever. But they have only Pebble and another card in hand. Granite Stinger, how it works. They destroyed my Urza's tower, okay. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to kill my lands? Ah, yeah, maybe they can cast the Infinite Balustrade Spy? They can sacrifice Balustrade Spy, return Balustrade Spy. Aha, yeah, sure. Okay, you destroyed another land. It's really hard that they're destroying my lands. Also, it's very funny how regenerate works, because they have 8 regeneration shields on the house guard, so their house guard is basically as indestructible. Okay, they're casting and no, they return an artifact and the Grim Harvest. I'm pretty sure that they can also return a couple of Balustrade Spy, maybe. I guess they're just trying to mill me out with their land denial. I mean, that's probably the only possible way for them to win right now. So, okay, you destroyed my 3 lands, but you only have 0 casting and They're using a lot of time. They have a star count 50. But I still don't know how they will gonna win against me, because unless they loop Balustrade Spy, how they will be able to do that. I mean, it's cool how they are going off with their combo, but I still haven't catch it yet how they'll be able to win against me, because okay, they're looping chunks of the damage, an infinite amount of time. They can also return Balustrade Spy. They don't have any more targets for destroyed evidence. I still have 20 life. Okay, so they're looping Balustrade Spy finally. Yeah. Okay, I guess now they have the win con, I mean, because come on, loop another Balustrade Spy. Yeah, I think we can concede. Very, very nice. Alright, last match of this leg. We are starting second this turn, this time, and with Mulligan. And we keep it. Okay. I want both the lands and I want energy refractor and impulse, so I'm getting the private. I don't know what the opponent is playing, so it's better to keep impulse instead of private. Swamp pass, okay. So he plays swamp, and I play Urza's tower. And they draw another tower. Not just swamp. Combustion switches. Oh, so that's mono black evolution. I guess that is reasonable to just crack the expedition map. They have a Stittering Rats. We get rid of Urza's tower. Stittering Rats, nope. Sickening Blood. Alright. So mine. Play the mine. Play expedition map. Now here the Altar Tron, probably. Unless they have a Duras and discard my energy refractor, will likely have the Altar Tron next turn with energy refractor. Alright. They played another Quon Badgie. And they're passing their turn. Yay! Altar Tron! Power plant. Play the plant. Play our refractor. And your turn, opponent. If they have the Monarch or Grey Merchant will pass for deal, we have counter spell. If they don't do anything, we go for that impulse. We counter the Merchant pass for deal just because it deals a lot of damage. And if we don't find any Wither the Storm or generate build storm count, double Grey Merchant will be really painful. Counterspell your Merchant. Impulse. Rolling Thunder. Gust of Flicker, Crop Rotation. I think I'll pick Rolling Thunder. But if we can wait another turn to cast Rolling Thunder, probably. Okay. It's probably worth to cast Impulse first. Probably is good. Oh, maybe it would be better to pick Olin's Piece of Weather. Anyway, I cast Seagate. Probably should name red. I'm naming red because I'm planning to cast Rolling Thunder and have enough mana to cast whatever other colored mana spell. Yeah, you bring back the merchant. With 6 mana, what you're doing? Singing Blood. Oh. Well, it's probably worth to cast Unwind here. Just to prevent them to have too many cards in hand. We don't do anything else, but at least we kill some stuff. And Destroy Evil can destroy the merchant. That's great. So we play the tower. Fix for red. We need 6 mana. And kill double combat switches. Alright. Okay, your turn opponent. Then if they cast Grave Merchant of Asphodel, we have Destroy Evil to kill it before letting the ability resolve, so we can just kill a useless creature, because it doesn't do much Merchant if it's not able to deal damage. Oh no! Let me kill it, opponent. Alright, Muldrifter on the top deck. Mystical Teaching is fine as well, because we can fetch for other teachings, and we can also fetch for Behold the Multiverse. And that's great. So, what do you have now, opponent? They don't have nothing, and that's great. So, teachings for teachings. Flashback teachings. Or Behold the Multiverse. I'm foretelling Behold, playing the land, pass. And let's see what the opponent will do. Because we can just draw a bunch of cards in their end phase. But first we go for teachings for teachings. Do we need something specific here? Probably not, so I'll go for Behold the Multiverse. Probably should draw the Remotile just because I have the mana, so I'm getting rid of Remotile. Alright, Wall is still a great top deck. We also have the Ephemerate, so we're naming White. And we go per Mnemonic Will. That bring back... Probably we should bring back Counterspell. Or Counterspell or Rolling Thunder. But since we have Prohibit in hand, probably is better to bring in Unwind. So we'll have 3 Counterspells in hand, Unwind, Prohibit, and Ephemerate, and we can hide the opponent removal spell while looping Ephemerate. Well, you can also Pulse of Razback, the Mnemonic Wall, but I don't really want to lose from weird stuff. Merchant is a pine. It doesn't do anything here. Now it's your turn, opponent, to do something. If you don't do anything, I'm bringing back Behold the Multiverse. But they need double instant speed spell. And they have an Unwind. 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 Whatever. Okay. Alright. And okay, yeah, Behold the Multiverse is probably better now. Okay, so 11 mana. Wow. I'll flicker. I mean, I'll go for flicker here. So we draw one card and we have flicker as a counter for the removal spells. Another land. Yeah, I think that I want to draw another creature just to be able to not die from something like Synergy. Like power plant, pass, and we discard another land. Okay, Synergy is fine. Turn off the Black Rose. Not gonna happen, opponent. I'm not letting you draw more than one card per turn. And we can also play Weather Storm. If you have 0 cards in hand, I have an Ephemeral Loop, I think that you're just dead. We can also go for Pulse of Mirage next turn to bring back the Muldrifter. And we can also just ready bounce a counter spell with Ephemerate. Okay, so on tabletop right now we miss just one non-equal to have the infinite mana loop, and we also have Rolling Thunder, so in real life I will go for Impulse, trying to find another non-equal and combo kill the opponent, but right now against someone on Magical Line is probably better to just green them out with Ephemerate, so bring back the Muldrifter, cast a bunch of spells, cast Muldrifter. We can also play the Bijuka Bog just to exile their Chinar's Edict, so they have one less card in hand and pass. You know, there's no way you will be able to resolve Sinking in Blood here. Draw 2 cards. Bring back Flicker. Yeah. Gonna kill him with a lot of Muldrifters. Double, triple Muldrifter, yep. Armor it back. Muldrifter. Muldrifter. Another Muldrifter. Bring back Counterspell. I think I can also play another Muldrifter, yep. Alright. That was a turn. So we are discarding Tapped Land, Omen's Peace, Island, Propagation, Refractor. I just don't want to waste too much time right now. Oh no! Searing Rats, sure thing opponent. I go for Impulse, try to find another wall. So next turn we attack for 8, cast wall, bring back Rolling Thunder. No, there's no reason to bring back to cast wall, just bounce wall, bring back Rolling Thunder, and just kill it. Easy peasy. Alright. Okay, against Mono Black, Devotion, Breath Weapon is good. Negate is probably also good because we just counter their non-creature spells. They have a lot of non-creature spells, like an example, in Blood, Nihil Spellbomb, any kind of purple spell. Probably we don't need the another Moment's Peace. Maybe we could also get one Weather Storm, so we bring in Breath Weapon, Ancient Rage, and Negate. So against Mono Black, we also need to get another card, because I don't want to play 61 cards. And unless we get Destroy Evil, we are forced to get some spell. But Private can be an answer to their removal spells or Nihil Spellbomb, since their on the game plan is just trying to have too much answer, so I just misplay and lose all my blink attacks or something similar. So it's probably better to cut Destroy Evil. Destroy Evil may be good to remove some stuff like Pestilence, but we also have the normal aura as an answer to Pestilence, and all our counter spells can kill on Pestilence, and we also have Breath Weapon and Rolling Thunder as a way to kill Pestilence. So probably Destroy Evil is not worth, and we keep one Moment's Peace just because the card could be good if the opponent is too much fast and we need to do something else. So we're keeping his head. It's not great, but against Mono Black Devotion we don't really need to have very start fast. We just need something like a solid keep, and if we have a counter spells and negate in the starting end, yeah, we can consider it solid. We go for a Refractor on turn 2, unless they have a discard spell, but they don't have it, they have Singing Blood. And okay, we have turn 3 Natural Tron, that's way better. So by turn 3 they may have Searing Rats, I guess. If they have a Searing Rats, we get rid of. Oh, okay, it heals Pauper. But they don't have Searing Rats. Well, if I remember correctly, I also ordered the Ancient Garage, so we just need to fight the Ancient Garage, and it will be fine, I guess. I can keep Imana open to cast counter spell. If they don't do anything, we just play Impulse. They can eventually crack the Nihil Spellbomb in response to Mnemonic. Well, okay. Duty's Lair is kind of unexpected, and is also why like Duty's Lair and Mono Black Devotion. Rolling Thunder or land. Well, Rolling Thunder is a spell. Any kind of land is not a spell. Oh, yeah. We have a lot of energy receptors. Since I want to have enough mana open to cast my counter spell targeting their monarch, I prefer to play a bunch of energy refractor this turn and then pass. I can still play Mood Drifter next turn eventually. But if I haven't played the Mood Drifter this turn, I will be forced to discard one card, so I don't want to discard anything. Wow, so they kept their starting end due to the presence of Nihil Spellbomb. Mood Drifter probably will draw another land, so it's I think safe to play Mood Drifter here, and then we can discard the top of the land. They're probably gonna kill my Mood Drifter, but that is fine since we both have Nirova and Rolling Thunder as removal spells. Oh no, we lost our Mood Drifter. Anyway, we have Teachings as an answer to Nihil Spellbomb, so if we have enough mana, we can Duras. Okay, have a Duras. Duras is trading with Negate. Okay, I think that now we can pass, cast Teachings for Teachings, flashback Teachings for Garage, destroy their Nihil Spellbomb, and then, well, opponent has only 3 mana by turn 7 and have the Altar Tron by turn 3 and a lot of stuff. Ah, okay, there we go. They're destroying their Nihil Spellbomb in their turn instead of my end phase, so that is fine for me. He only lost Negate. Hahaha. Not gonna happen, my friend. So, Teachings, Unwind. And we generate also a lot of mana. Enough to flashback Teachings. And maybe cast something else. Black. Oh, we don't have enough mana to cast something else if we just go for Teachings. And it's probably not worth Flicker, double Refractor now. I think that is pretty likely to draw another land, so we can also slam wall on the battlefield. Tile, okay. I play the land because I prefer to have more mana now. Yeah, I think we don't need, no, we are not tapping out. There's no reason to do that. We just pass. Get the Mood Drifter killed, cast Pulse of Maraza in their end phase, and then go for some more card advantage while still leaving the 2 mana open to cast counter spell on their monarch. 5 mana. They attack. They don't have a Kibegen Shinobi. 2 mana, 3 mana. Turn off the Black Rose. Ho ho ho. I was waiting for it. Counterspell, turn off the Black Rose. And they pass. Okay, so we can fix for green, crack Remontile for tower, cast non-equal, bring back counterspell, And I think we can eventually also... Yeah, that's fine. Go kill my wall. Since I don't want to lose both my walls if they have another removal spell and a generous edict, I prefer to pass here. I cast teachings that fetch Beholden Multiverse, in example, and then cast cast the Beholden Multiverse. Alright, 6 land. 3 casts in end, and they're still attacking with their powerful Duty Slayer. Probably Duty Slayer was worth only in a metagame filled with initiative creatures, and right now the card is just bad. Okay, so they can deal 2 match mana probably. Yeah, it's probably worth it to counter it. It's still a 1/1 roll spell, so it's fine to me. If you cast teachings, I'll go for a counter or for a Ghost Flicker. So I guess that is worth to wait for teachings. Nah, we can we go for teachings since we know that we need the Ghost Flicker to protect the only wall. Yeah, I'll cast first Muldrifter. I want to draw some lands. And Muldrifter is a counter to Generous Edict anyway. So tower, blue, wall, and I'll bring back yeah, counter spell. Because we can counter their creatures. Alright, your turn, not banned. I have got my blank effect, a counter spell. If you cast a non-creature, if you cast an instant speed spell, I can blank my all with Ephemerate. I go down to 8 life. Okay, only 2 cards in it. Right, taking 2 damage. No problem at all. They're casting something. Haha! Okay. And we go for Impulse. Garage, Impulse, Teachings. Yeah, probably Teachings is better than the other options because it has flashback. We attack with Muldrifter. Probably this turn we are sort of like able to kill them with Rolling Thunder because you have 6, 9, 11, 13, 15. Yeah, you're really likely to kill them with Rolling Thunder because we can blink 2 towers, generate 3 mana, and have enough mana to kill them with Rolling Thunder. So yeah, probably should just do it. But I'm not sure if they have something weird like Spinning Darkness or Tendrils. Probably only Spinning Darkness, so we just go for Pools because we have already won this game, so there's no reason to try to kill them too fast when we can just go for more Cade Advantage, more Fog Locks, or whatever it is. We can kill them next turn, and we are more likely to kill them next turn, so we can attack with Muldrifter, and then we have more mana, we have the counter spell, and we still have the Rolling Thunder, so which is fine. They are attacking with their Grizzly Bear. And we have won. opponent goes down to 14. Yeah, pretty sure to have enough mana and also be able to cast something else eventually. Easy peasy. Alright, so we lost to Balustrade Spy Combo, and okay, maybe I should play around even more in game 1 against my opponent having all the rituals in hand, but it felt too much weird to me that the opponent didn't have anything in hand, so I just tried to go for the game plan that will give me more likely a straightforward win. And we lost also in game 3 against Balustrade Spy because we didn't really draw anything relevant and we mulled down trying to find the answers. Alright, the opponent had enough bought game 1 again we had what he needed, so I guess that is fine. Anyway, the deck performed really well. Energy Refractor, as you can see, is most times is way better compared to Prism because we just need one Energy Refractor to have a huge amount of colored mana sources, and as you can see, cards like Rolling Thunder or Counterspell are even better compared to what they were because we can easily fix the mana with Energy Refractor. Probably we can toy around with deck even more. Maybe we can just add a Heuristic Circle in the main deck instead of the Aurora, or instead of a Wither Storm or a Moment's Peace. No, Moment's Peace, the minimum amount is probably 2 copies, because losing the first Moment's Peace is very painful, because in example, if you are forced to life back it, so it's often better to just have another copy of Moment's Peace in the deck. Haven't out Moment's Peace is really bad in this metagame because it's good only against decks like Boggles or maybe Ponza. Yeah, there's also Burst Bully and the Gate decks, but generally speaking, Moment's Peace is so bad in this metagame since I don't recommend it against anyone. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I guess I'll try to record some videos of other Tier 1 decks like Bullet Born, Tolarian Terror, etc.